Hey Shooby-Doodlers, how are you doing? Well, today I'm going to read to you a story from my book, The Ginger Ninja. This is probably my most famous book, the one that most people kind of talk about. And the first story is called The Ginger Ninja. And there are actually 3 stories in this book. There are 6 stories in all. I'm going to read them all to you, but I'm going to start with The Ginger Ninja. Here's the book. This is what we call the title page. And this is all sorts of details and stuff here, and here we have chapter 1. Ginger's mum is always in a hurry, so every school day morning is a terrible rush, but the first day of term is the worst. His mum's going, "Come on Ginger, we'll be late." He's eating his crunchins and saying, "You may be late, I'm not." Ginger has to make sure that he gets his breakfast in time. And before they leave home, Mum checks Ginger's bag just to check he's got everything. He's got his books, yes, pencils, yes, eraser, yes, ruler, yes, snack box, yes. Mum makes a very tasty snack box. And then she licks his ears clean. He's going, "Oh, Mum." She cleans his whiskers and she checks that his paws are clean. And then she makes him blow his nose. And then they rush all the way to school. And Mum's going, "Come on, Ginger, I've got a meeting to get to." He's going, "Oh, Mum." Well, outside the school gates, she checks his bag again, just to be sure. And she gives him a great big kiss. Bye-bye, Poppet. "Oh, Mum, not in public." Chapter 2. Well, it was the first day of term, and all the other kittens were happy to be back at school and were bursting to tell each other what they had been doing during the holidays. "I got a new paw ball. We went to Adventure World. We went to the seaside, and we saw Catman 4 at the cinema, and I got a brand new baby brother and 3 new baby sisters." Well, Ginger may not have been the brainiest kitten in the school, but he was probably the happiest. And as he settled down at his desk, he thought of all the nice things that he could look forward to this term. He liked his teacher, Miss Tiffany. He liked his lessons. He liked counting fish best. And he liked singing in the choir. Yow! And he loved playing paw ball. Yes! He liked the lunches that his mum packed for him. This is a fishy bit, which is kind of like a sardine-flavoured digestive biscuit that's gone a bit mouldy. And most of all, he liked all his school friends. Chapter 3. Miss Tiffany read out their names from the register. Ginger, "Yes, miss." Daisy, "Yes, miss." Muncher, "Yes, miss." Hilda, "Yes, miss." Wilson A, "Yes, miss." Wilson D, "Yes, miss." They're quite big boys, the Wilson twins. And Tiddles. "Tiddles," called out the whole class. "Yes, Tiddles will be starting with us this term. He's come from Ferrell Road Junior School." They all looked round to see the new kitten and gasped. Lurking at the back of the classroom was the largest stripy kitten they had ever seen, and he didn't look very pleased to be there. "Yeah, I'm here." After class, they tried to make friends with Tiddles, but he was not in the mood. "Would you like a bite of my apple?" And what paw ball team do you support? And do you prefer chasing rats or mice? "Oh, buzz off, Tidge." Charming, Ginger thinks. Ginger thought that Tiddles was not a very nice kitten, and on the way home he asked his friends what they thought about him. "Oh, I suppose he'll be all right," said the Wilson twins. But Tiddles was not all right. By the second week of term, he had made friends with the Wilson twins. "Here, do you want to join a gang?" And they think about it. "Yeah, okay. And next came Muncher Matthews. "Do you want to join my gang?"
Yes.
And soon he'd made a lot of friends.
"You're in my gang, okay?"
Yes, Tiddles.
They set up their headquarters behind the shed in the playground. Little kittens were sneakily grabbed in break time and marched off to see Tiddles, who would make them hand over the contents of their snack boxes.
Thump, ow, ooh, ah, yum. It's okay, no one's looking. The coast's clear. Bash, yum, yum, yum.
By the following week, every break time, there would be a long queue of worried kittens lining up by the shed in the playground going, "Here you are, Tiddles." And look, there's Ginger practicing pool ball all on his own. Ginger knew exactly what was going on, but he pretended that he didn't. He wondered when it would be his turn. It wasn't long before Tiddles spotted him and shouted across the playground,
"Oi, Ginger, come here."
Do you mean me? Look, everyone, what have we got here? He's gone all rusty. Did Mummy leave you out in the rain? Tiddles prodded Ginger with his paw.
"It hurt. So what you got in that bag, redneck?"
Ow! That hurts. It's just some of my mum's homemade fishy bits. Well, Tiddles put on his sickliest grin. Ginger could feel his legs turn all wobbly. "Well, I'm sure your mummy told you to be a good boy and share."
"Gimme them."
"But they're mine."
"Not now, they're not. And what's more, you better bring some more tomorrow, see?
'Cause you do want to be my friend, don't you? These are tasty. Chapter 4. Now, Ginger's mum was really pleased that Ginger wanted more fishy picks to take to school. He told her that he shared them with his friends and that they all said what a really great cook she was. She's mixing up the fishy picks mixture, going, "It's so nice to know your friends have such good taste." He's going, Ginger got quieter and quieter and sadder and sadder. And he wanted to tell his mum and dad what was happening, but he didn't know how to. Mum's busy doing the books and Dad's drilling holes and things. And Ginger couldn't tell his teachers what was going on because he guessed what Tiddles would do.
Tiddles says, I'll grunge your fur up with sticky tape and I'll snip the ends off your whiskers and then I'll tell the other kittens not to talk to you. Do you understand?
Yes, Tiddles. And Ginger, who had always been such a happy little kitten, looked sad. And his fur went all sticky, and his whiskers drooped, and his tail wouldn't stand up properly. And he felt very lonely, and he thought he had no one left to talk to. Chapter 5. Well, one night, Ginger's mum and dad were going out to a dance where Mum worked. Grandad came round to babysit. Ginger loved his Grandad. He was always full of stories. He said,
So there I was, and the bulldog was on one side of the river, and the Alsatian was on the other side, and Ginger's going, how did you get away, Grandad?
And Mum and Dad are going, oh, Grandad in those stories. Grandad says, no, look after, no, this is Dad. He says, look after your Grandad, son. And Mum's putting her lipstick on again, going, come on, we'll be late. Grandad says, we'll be okay. You go and have a good time. And Ginger gives his mum a big hug and says, you look lovely, Mum. And she says, oh, thanks, son. Well, Ginger and Grandad
made some supper first. Fish paste and jelly sandwiches, my favourite. And they played some games for a while. And Grandad tried to help with Ginger's homework. Oh, it's so different from when I was a kitten, but I think you're meant to draw a line from here to here. Oh, yes, says Ginger. Soon it was time for bed. And Grandad read loads of stories until he thought that Ginger was fast asleep. And they all lived happily ever after. Grandad couldn't help feeling that Ginger was not a happy kitten. Thinks there's something troubling that lad. Grandad settled down to watch TV, and then he heard a noise. What's going on? So Grandad crept upstairs and he listened at Ginger's door. Are you all right, Ginger? Aren't you feeling well? And Ginger poured out the whole story. He told him about Tiddles and the fishy bix, and how the other kittens in Tiddles' gang called him names. They called me Titch, and Rusty Musty, and Coppertop, and Tangerine, and Orange Ootan. And they say, knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad you're not Ginger? Ho, 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 Grandad laughed. Is that all? They used to say those things when I was a young kitten. And then Grandad told Ginger all the names that he'd been called as a young Ginger Tom. Oh, the Ginger Biscuit, the Gingerbread Cat, Rusty, Rudolph the Red-Haired Tomcat. And when they made me angry, they called me the Red Cross. Oh, Grandad, you're so funny. You know what they call me when I lose my temper? They call me the Ginger Ninja. Grandad thinks, the Ginger Ninja, eh? That gives me an idea. Chapter 6. Grandad got something out of his pocket. He handled it like it was a necklace, but it was invisible. And he put it carefully around Ginger's neck. The time has come to tell you the old family secrets of gingerness that my grandfather told me and his grandfather told before him. But Grandad, there's nothing there. Are you sure? It's an invisible magic charm. While you wear it, you will become the Ginger Ninja. You will be fearless, and Tiddles won't touch you. And Ginger thinks about it. And he thinks about it. And oh, wow! I see. And that night, Ginger slept well and had exciting dreams. I am a superhero, a righter of wrongs. And the next morning, Ginger went straight through the school gates and walked casually past Tiddles' gang, going, Morning. Morning, what? At break time, Tiddles came looking for his fishy bits. Gimme. And Ginger's heart's thumping away. He's going, courage, Ginger, courage. Inside, Ginger knew he was invincible. He was the Ginger Ninja. And he said, Not today, Tiddles. Duh. At dinner time, Tiddles came looking for Ginger again. Give me some money. I want to go and buy some sweets. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiddles. I haven't got any. You can tip me upside down, you can shake me, but you won't find anything. Duh! No one had ever spoken to Tiddles like that. He didn't know what to do. So after school, Tiddles was waiting for Ginger. "You'd better bring some money tomorrow and some fishy bits, or else." I think not. Poor Tiddles was very confused. Duh! Chapter 7. The next day, the whole school was watching as Ginger calmly walked across the playground. Ginger ignored Tiddles and his gang, who were all waiting for him. "Oi, I was talking to you!" "What you going to do, Tids? Are you going to bash him one? Are you going to neutralise him? Are you going to extirpate him?" Tiddles looked angry. Calmly, Ginger took his collar off and he tied it round his head. Then he walked up to Tiddles and said, "You're a great, big, steaming bully." Duh! A deathly hush settled on the playground. Who are you to call me a bully?" "Me? I'm the Ginger Ninja." And they stared each other out for exactly 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Hardly anyone breathed. Tiddles blinked first. He glanced nervously at his gang. Uh-oh. Then Ginger sucked in an almighty breath. And he stuck his fur out until he looked twice his normal size. And then he let rip at the top of his voice. And he scared the life out of Tiddles. Then the whole school joined in. Tiddles and his gang ran away to look for somewhere to hide until their mums came to collect them. And Ginger was a hero. He is the Ginger Ninja. Oh yes, he is. Chapter 8. Well, Ginger became the most popular kitten in the school, and his whiskers straightened up, and his nose glistened, and his eyes started shining again. Bing, 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 bing. The little kittens saw Ginger as their new protector. "Would you like some Kit Kat, Ginger? Or a chocolate mouse? Or a cheese triangle?" "Well, thanks," says Ginger, "but only if you can spare a bit." And once again, Ginger was the happiest, the proudest, and the loudest kitten in the school. Yee-haw! Oh dear, but look, here's Tiddles at the bottom of the page going, "Just wait, because oh no, there's book 2, The Return of Tiddles." But you'll have to wait for the next video for that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, why not get a copy all of your own? You can get them probably from your library. You can go down there and ask if they got a copy, or you can go to Amazon, and you can go to my website as well, where you can get signed copies with a free poster. Ooh! All the links are in the comments box down below. So, in the meantime, keep reading, watching me on YouTube, and you take care now. I'll see you next time.